everybody, and welcome to the December class of the School of Light. So today I'm going to be doing a special dual channeling, and I'm going to be bringing forth Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. So it's been some time since I've done a dual channeling, so I'm quite excited about how it all will turn out. And we are joined by Patreon members. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so before I start the session today, I'm just going to read out a pre-channeled message from Mary Magdalene. Dear ones, you as a collective are entering a new paradigm of existence, a new paradigm of human understanding, a new paradigm of divine love. You are journeying into a new phase of human evolution, that of an evolution of love and oneness. You are entering into the truth of your being and your truth and your true collective experience. You are remembering that you are the eternal, limitless light, limitless love of the divine. Love is who you truly are. And you are now, as a collective, opening the collective ascension portal to remember this truth for yourself. My presence, along with Yeshua, wish to come through to assist you in harnessing the love technologies that are available to you to assist you in this evolutionary transition to your divine state of knowing. All right, well, without further ado, I'm going to go into trance state, and I guess we'll see who comes through first, and go from there. See everybody else on the other side. Dear one, it is our honor to come through. It is Mary Magdalene coming through, and I will be joined by my beloved. Dear ones, you are on the precipice of remembering your divine love state. You are on the precipice on remembering that you are truly not alone in the universe. You are entering the new evolution, a new paradigm of human understanding, of human consciousness. You are remembering that you are love, that you are eternal love, divine love, a love that's everlasting, and a love that can never be broken. This love has been innately within you since your very creation, and nothing in your reality can ever take this away from you. You may feel that love is not heightened in your physical experience, but understand it's always been there, always within you. Everything in your reality is a reflection of the love that you are. The way forward for the human evolution is to go forward in unconditional love. Yes, these words have been spoken many times, but it is the frequency that heralds the new age of consciousness. It is the frequency of love that is your innate state of being. Dear ones, as you move closer to more of the awareness state of who you truly are, yes, there will be shifts. Shifts will continue. But understand that you are sacred. Understand that you are divine. Understand that you are source energy. Understand it is the connection to one another that will assist you in this journey. Many of you have segregated yourself from others because they cause you harm, because you are busy with your everyday lives, distractions with your physical reality. But understand, when it comes to unity consciousness, it's about unity, not just in consciousness, it is in form unity. So we encourage you, when you have that inspiration and guidance, to reach out for others, whether it's in physical form, physical contact, whether it's a phone call, whether it's your loving thoughts. Connect to your brothers and sisters. They are one with you. Can you love all beings? Can you accept all beings, even those that appear fearful? These are the ones that love and need your love the most. Can you send them love? Dear ones, by journeying inward, by accepting all aspects of you, by consciously opening your heart center, being vulnerable in the moment, connecting, using your human technologies of empathy, not sympathy, but empathy. Feel those around you, connect through the heart energies. This is what strengthens the unity consciousness, strengthens the bond with one another. It is through love where unity becomes strengthened. It is about stepping forward in this love, knowing that all others are you, reflections of you, dear one. At times you do not remember the love state that you are. And you are being reminded of these aspects of you that you have not loved when you are in fear. It's time for you, dear ones, to love these aspects of you. The consciousness is shifted. A new era has arrived. It is about stepping forward in your vulnerability here. And we know this is challenging for some. But this is the way forward, the new way of operating is from the heart center, being vulnerable, working from the intuition, from the present moment, using the heart space for all actions, using compassion, spending time with your loved ones, using that system for you to practice being in loving acceptance with those in your physical vicinity, and allow that love to be transformed outwards. Can you be in loving acceptance with those around you? If you can do that, then you can love all others. It is just one step at a time, dear one. Understand that we love you. We've always been there for you. Yeshua will come through. Dear ones, can you be in softness? You can be in strength and still be in softness. You can love unconditionally. Can you forgive yourself all actions? Can you release that resistance to all actions you have taken, to all others have taken along your journey here? Use these frequencies of love, dear ones. There are many tools available to you. Using the love that you are to let go of those energetic chains that you've placed between you and others, between you and conditions, between you and aspects of yourself. It is time to remember your freedom state. Your freedom state is love. It has always been love. Understand, dear ones, the more you love, the more you expand, the more you resist, the more you restrict yourself from remembering this love for yourself. Are you ready to surrender? Are you able to deeply show compassion? Live from a place of compassion and empathy for yourself and all others. Those that are in pain, those that are in fear, if you're inspired to do so, if you are called to do so, send them your compassion. Be compassionate to all who trigger you. Be compassionate with yourself for when you doubt yourself. It is through these frequencies of love where you unite further into the remembrance state of God realization here. It is with love that we come through today. Do you have any questions, dear ones?
I do.
Yes, dear one.
I would like to, first of all, thank you both for being there for me. And I would like to ask, what role do I play during this shift? And I love you both.
We love you. Can you feel our love, D1?
Yes.
This love is who you are. When you feel our love, this is the same love that is within you. Your role is to love, D1. That is all. Everything else blossoms from there. This is your only mission. Loving yourself. Loving all events that have led you up to this point, even those that have hurt you, conditions that have hurt you. Can you do that?
Yes.
It is about letting go of this resistance. Can you see these events happening for a reason? They are catalyzing you to seek for higher truth, to seek for the truth of who you are, which is love. We understand that certain life events can deeply shape you, can deeply affect your experience here in reality, to dimensions aligned to the victim state, to the fear state, to the limited state of who you are. The only true way to heal you in all your multidimensionality is to forgive all others. Can you do that?
Yes.
Can you forgive yourself for any actions that you look back on that creates shame within you? Can you be compassionate with yourself? Compassionate that everything that has led you up to this point supposed to happen, that there was nothing you could have done to make things a more enlightened space for you in conscious awareness, to allow you to live in a more flourishing state of love. You are supposed to go through these fear paradigms, D1. Can you release that resistance?
Yes.
We understand the pain. We understand the shadows there. We understand that this can be challenging for you. Understand it does not have to happen overnight, D1. When you are triggered in the moment, can you sit with it? Can you allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to sit with it? Can you love you? Can you unconditionally accept? Can you show so much compassion to yourself? Can you overflow your heart, your love? Can you bathe yourself in your own love, in the divine love that you are? For you to be vibrationally ready, to have the clarity, to understand, to even receive the next step in your journey for your soul purpose here, you are required to let go of the hurt that is within you, to let go of the pain that still is imprinted within you. But know this is here for a reason. Practice, even though it is painful to you, practice connecting with your heart center. When you do your meditations, can you sit in that energy? Can you feel the love for yourself? Can you sit there? Can you be present with whatever comes up? Can you remind yourself that you are loved? You are not alone here, D1. And at times you may doubt yourself. Doubt that you are alone. Whenever you feel vulnerable, whenever you need assistance, we are always there for you. All of us are. The non-physical, all of us We are all residing within you. We are always there. How can we not be separate from you when we are you? Be still, dear one. It's okay to have these intense emotions. These intense emotions need healing. The only way to heal is through love. We understand it may be challenging for you to completely love all conditions and all aspects of you and all others. But use the varying frequencies of love to get you there. Letting go of this resistance is key for you to remember more of your love state. Compassion is a very powerful frequency of love. Compassion also includes frequencies of connection, of unity, because when you are compassionate to yourself and to others, you allow a deeper connection to others to occur. You are in that frequency, purposely connecting to that person's energy, connecting that person's heart to your heart. And when you are doing it with yourself, you are connecting that energy deeper within yourself to who you truly are, your inner self, your higher self, your God self. Compassion is a very powerful step to release that resistance from the hurt and the pain. It gives you permission to let go of that resistance. If need be, then you can use that frequency of forgiveness. Not because anyone has done you wrong, but from your belief systems based in a dimensional perspective that is in fear, there is still attachments there to wrong or right. So because these beliefs still exist in your dimensional existence until you release the pain, forgiveness is also an effective tool. Once you can be compassionate, then you can release those non-physical chains through forgiveness. You declare that you release these chains that holds you back from remembering who you are, the resistance. When you hold any negative emotions or thoughts towards yourself and to others, there is an energetic filtering out, so to speak. You are limiting yourself from feeling the love that you are. Mighty One, resistance does relate to the ego from the human condition. Once you can practice that acceptance, this will become easier for you. And with each step, you'll be able to draw on even more higher perspectives. Any negative emotions and thoughts to yourself and others pinches you off from the love that you are. And you also expand the fear paradigm within you, because you are then separating even further those aspects of you that you see as wrong, whether it's reflected in yourself or reflected in another. It's about practicing seeing that you and all others are one. You know this is challenging. But with each step, with each time you are able to be vulnerable and open your heart space for your connection with who you are and to all others, Not only will you receive true healing here, you will receive activations to allow you to remember more of your soul purpose here. Understand this clarity will come to you when you are vibrationally ready. But also understand you have gone through such challenges because you are powerful. You wanted this challenge to catalyze you. If you had not gone through challenges, you would not be searching inwards. Can't you see how it is all necessary and it's part of your journey for a reason? D1.
Thank you.
D1. Is there any other questions today?
I was listening into a group that are students of A Course in Miracles, and something stood out, I guess, today. I was listening in, and they said, one person said in the course, or I don't know if it was in the course, but that to forget everything you've ever learned in this life and to come to a place of such love frequency that the miracle can happen. And I guess my translation of that would be that in that frequency of love, and kind of put everything aside that you were kind of programmed to think, and just come up with that vibration in your inner being, allows the miracle to happen, or the realization of who we really are. Is your job is really to get to that vibration, and then that realization can come to you. Your real job is just to get to that vibration. Is that a good translation?
Understand that you are the miracle. You already are the miracle. You have just forgotten you are the miracle. Everything, all the wisdom of the universe is within you. What you are going through, what the human collective is going through, is the great unlearning, and you are journeying through the great remembering. It is a remembering of your enlightened state of being. You are already the enlightened ones. You have just forgotten. It is about letting go of these conditionings you have adopted, the collective has adopted. But understand that all these conditions were there for a reason. These programs of society, of how your world operates, was there for a reason, to assist in that dimension of evolution in different timelines of your history. Understand that what you are traveling through now is beyond a golden age of consciousness. You are heralding a new state of being, not just in consciousness, but in form. When you are aligned to who you are through love, through unconditional acceptance, that is when everything else becomes awakened within you. That's how you remember your purpose. That's how you remember who you truly are in your multidimensionality and in your God state of being. If you want to remember who you are as God, then you are required to see everything from unconditional love. It's about acceptance. In the human condition, seeing nothing as wrong or right, but neutral. This is pure source energy perspective. But who you are in physicality is love. So through acceptance that everything has happened for a reason, even events, conditions that seem wrong, even the ones that seem right, is always happening for you. Being in that neutrality assists you to let go of the resistance. Wrong or right is a duality consciousness, which you are moving out of, dear ones. Unconditional love is acceptance from a source perspective, but combining the frequencies and the programs for God realization in physicality. And that's the love aspect. Unconditional love. For everything, for everyone, for all conditions. It is more than acceptance. When you use these frequencies of love, frequencies can come from the analytical mind, using your thought systems to accept here. But do you accept here in your heart center? Do you feel the acceptance? That's the shift. That's how you move forward. It is not just being an unconditional acceptance in your thoughts, in your mind. It is about feeling the love, feeling the compassion. It is the energy. Your heart center is a very powerful mechanism. Your heart center is the gateway to your spiritual mainframe. It is the portal to your multidimensionality. It is the portal here, the gateway to your God realization state. The heart energy is electromagnetic in your human science technologies. Yes, much is to be discovered still with the heart energies. Understand that this power of the heart creates universes, creates your reality, creates your physicality, creates unity consciousness, creates the inherent pull to unite, to become one. It is the love. Heart technologies is how you unite, not only with yourself, but this is how you unite with your brothers and sisters, how you unite with your brothers and sisters, not of this world, and how you unite and remember your God state of being. It's about surrendering, moving everything from here, from your minds to the heart. This is what's heralding the new phase of consciousness. You are now operating from the heart space. My beloved wishes to talk more on this. Dear ones, you have called this the rise of the divine feminine. Divine feminine can be seen in many different ways. It does not mean just the female form. It is a state of consciousness. And this new age of consciousness, this new dimension, is aligned to this. For many timelines, you have been aligned to divine masculine. The predominant operating system from the divine masculine is the mind, from the ego. Now it is operating from the heart space. This is divine feminine. And understand, you ones, the divine masculine and divine feminine is in both genders. It is a union of both of these consciousness. And your consciousness has been tipped, so to speak, to the divine masculine. And this is the era of the divine feminine, where you are returning home to love, to operating from the heart space. to the love energies, from being vulnerable, from being strong, but in softness, by leading from the heart space. You are the light workers and the way showers here, dear ones. You are called to lead from the heart space. But to lead from the heart space, to step into your purpose here, into physical reality, you are to feel your way, to feel the love that you are. Once you can feel your way, once you can feel the love for yourself and for all others, you have that clear connection with your multidimensionality, clear connection with your higher self, your God self, your inner being, however you like to name it, in this game of physical reality. It's about uniting from the heart space. You've been conditioned to analyze, to plan ahead, to operate from here, to ego mind, to analytical mind. Understand that even though this is still in play because you are in a transition, it's about acknowledging when you are existing from the mind, bring it into the heart space. Feel. Some of you have put walls up to your heart space. Some of you are resisting to feel the love that you are. Dear ones, place your hand on your heart. What do you feel? Do you feel an energy? Do you feel a pulse? Do you feel a vibration? This is the energy being emitted from you. This is your light. This is your beacon of light that will light the path for you when you are in darkness, when you are in doubt. Love will lead the way, always. What do you feel, dear ones? Does anyone like to discuss what they feel right here today?
I guess I just feel like the vibe. I feel like the vibration, like it feels like, and the pulse, but it feels like a lot of energy.
And this energy moves through you. You become that beacon of light. If you want to step into your purpose, to be the beacon of light for others, you are required to be a beacon of love. Love is light. You are required to connect to that love. Once you can connect and harness that love within you, you become that beacon to others, not only to yourself, but to others. They will be drawn to you because of your love, because you are connected with all others through your heart energy. This is how you are connected, through the heart. All the work is here, dear ones. There has been conditionings that to lead, to step into your purpose, means certain paradigms of control and fear, control over others. There is some limiting beliefs around what power truly is. As the move becomes complete, to the divine feminine consciousness, as you're already in this transition, power from the divine masculine is power over. Presenting from a place of power that is higher than another. From the divine feminine consciousness, it is all power equal. So for you to lead, for you to go forward, is to be vulnerable. There is much to be let go of in these attachments here, to be perceived as further along your path. There's been some conditions that for you to be the light worker and the way shower and to step into your purpose, that you need to be further ahead than those people that you assist. But this does not always have to be the case. Yes, commonly, if you have this calling to assist others and your vibration may be slightly higher and you might have slight more awareness than others because of your role, but it does not mean you have to be more advanced in your perception of who you are and your abilities compared to others. Divine feminine means all is equal, all is one. Take action when you are called. Use your voice, use your actions out of love. It does not have to mean you have to know all the answers to assist others. You do not have to be an expert in what you do to assist others, to fulfill your calling here. It is about acting on that guidance from the heart. Act from the heart. Share from the heart. When you can align and live your physical reality from this place, you will naturally have that clear connection with the guidance on which step to take and why you are truly here, dear ones. Is there any other questions today, dear ones?
I'd like to ask or to talk more about the compassion for oneself. It's come to my awareness that, you know, I've has felt like an intense belief of mine that, you know, there's something wrong with who I am, or that I'm bad, especially if I'm, you know, not receiving love from outside of me. And I feel that maybe I've done something wrong. And I know intellectually I can talk my way through it, but I want to talk more about feeling like dropping more into that heart space and feeling more of that compassion. And yeah, really feeling more of that.
Dear one, my beloved Yeshua will come through for this question. Dear one, you have been conditioned that love is conditional. That love needs to come from outside sources for you to feel the love, to validate the love that you are. But once you can raise your perception that you are innately love, that all others' expression of love towards you is only a reflection of the love that you have for yourself. So if you want to reflect the love in external ways, it's about increasing the love you have for yourself. To increase the self-compassion is to practice. What can you be compassionate about? Do you judge yourself when you are in fear? Do you judge yourself when you make a judgment? Do you judge yourself when you act from fear, make comments, judgments, complaints? Because you know these higher perspectives, when you fall back into those paradigms of fear, of duality, you place shame on yourself. You place judgment on yourself. So start from there. When you feel negative emotion, when you notice you are judging, criticizing, be in loving acceptance of that, of you in that action. Be compassionate with yourself, knowing that this is a journey for you. This is a transition for you. That this is a normal part of the process of transitioning. That there'll be times where you act from love and remember who you are. And there'll be times when you will not be in that present and you'll fall back to the old operating systems from the mind, from the ego mind, from the belief systems that you have not let go of, that are still attached to you. Understand that while the attachments still reside in the collective consciousness of duality, of fear, because you are always attached to the collective consciousness, the fears that you have, even though those that have worked on it to such a point will still be triggered by it, will still be triggered by these fears. Because the collective is still attached to this duality perspective. So be compassionate with yourself, knowing that it's part of your individual journey and this is part of the collective journey. Be compassionate with yourself. Be compassionate with the whole collective. That it's okay that the collective is still attached to fear. That it's a necessary paradigm to have this catalyst from fear to love. Because it is this catalyst, is in this remembrance of who you are that creates waves of consciousness to be emitted from your heart center, to allow this ripple effect to expand not only yourself, expands the collective and expands all that is. When you do your meditations, when you go inwards, if it is difficult for you to connect to the love that you are, physically connect to your heart space. How did it feel when you placed your hand on your heart? Make this a conscious effort if this will allow you to assist you connect. Feel the love. Practice in your inward work to connect to love. Can you feel the love there? If you're having difficulty, can you reflect on things that you appreciate about yourself, accomplishments that you have made, how far you have come in your journey? Can you be introspective while connecting to your heart center? Can you be grateful for the things that have happened in your life? Can you be grateful for those people in your life that love you, that assist you? Practice that gratitude. And if you can't be grateful, then use compassion. Start to reflect in your physical reality on things to be grateful for. But most importantly, turn that inwards for your own accomplishments. And this will generate that love emotion, because you are then actively aligning yourself to the love that you are. And then once you connect to that love, sit with it. And yes, if you have resisted the love, notice if there are any blocks. Notice if there are any resistance. Sit with it. For some of you, it may be uncomfortable to feel love. You may feel that you are not worthy to feel this love. But sit with it, even if it is uncomfortable. If you're feeling uncomfortable or resistant to feeling the love, then ask yourself, communicate with yourself. You open the channel, so to speak, to this guidance when you're connecting to love. So ask yourself, what are you resisting? What are the walls placed around my heart? What are the beliefs that is keeping these walls up, the resistance up from feeling the love that I am? Do an exercise also. When you look in the mirror, verbally out loud declare yourself the words, I am love, I am. You can increase this to stating your name, Christina. Christina, I love you. I am love. I am. This may be challenging for you to look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself that you love you. But notice the uncomfort. This will show your resistance. Practice this. But deeply connect to your eyes. Your eyes sees the truth. Your eyes are the micro of the universe. See the universe in your eyes. Can you feel the universe within you? The love within you? Make the intention to feel the love and the light emanating from your being, from your eyes. Make the intention to see the love in your eyes. If it's too difficult to tell yourself that you love yourself, start with that you accept yourself. If you do this practice, if you get to a state of saying that you love yourself, you will feel the love emanating from within you. You can also declare to yourself that I am worthy of love, for I am innately love. I am. I am that I am. I am love. You are love. This is an effective tool here to notice the resistance, to notice what comes up for you when you say this. There's been much conditionings that to love yourself is something negative. That loving yourself resides in the ego mind. Certain traditions have been taught to be selfless, to not love yourself, to be humble. But understand there are higher perspectives here. Loving yourself fully is not from the ego mind. It is from the heart center. Can you appreciate who you are? Can you even appreciate your emotions? Can you appreciate aspects of your physicality? Can you appreciate your courage in being vulnerable and going inwards? Can you be grateful that you have the courage to do the inward journey? There are many things to be grateful for. Dear one. Is it something you can do, dear one?
Yes.
Because once you can get to that vibration, it'll be more easier for you to then unconditionally love others. Because of that validation of love from others, if you have not gone to that alignment within you, of loving acceptance within you, then part of you will seek out that love from others. And then when you are triggered by another, you become too attached to the outcome and how they're seeing you and how they're judging you. And then you see yourself as wrong. Then you see yourself as limited. But if you can love and accept yourself, you'll be at such a high vibration that in that moment you were triggered, you'll be able to stand there. You'll be able to play the observer and accept that person. Be compassionate to that person because you've let go of that resistance, that connection with that person that is fear-based and now becomes love-based. You'll be able to, in the moment with practice, mentally say to them that you love them. And you can be grateful for the experience, knowing that you're a master teacher. But to get to that place, you need to get to a certain vibration of self-love and self-worth. And then you'll find certain events will be changed because everything in your reality reflects your vibration, the dimension you reside in, reflected of your emotions. So if you can get to a point of self-love and self-worth in a heightened intensity, then all the conditions and all those in your reality will shift to reflect this new vibration, to reflect this new dimension you reside in. You will find there'll be less triggering events, and if they are, they'll become easier to manage. And if you're not triggered, it'll be part of their soul contract, and now you are then assisting them. Understand that you are always assisting others by your vibration. There is even human sciences around this, that you being in a physical vicinity to others, your energy regulates the emotions of those around you, the energy of those around you. So if you want to assist those in fear around you, you do not have to even say a word. It is about aligning yourself to love and acceptance, and that energy will activate certain activations within the other, and it will change the dimensional experience because they also reflect your dimensional experience. This is how you assist all others and assist the collective consciousness, by being in alignment with or without taking action for your soul purpose. Just by you being in alignment in love, you are regulating, so to speak. You're expanding and allowing love to be realized in all others. Is there any other questions before we finish here today, dear ones?
I have a question.
Yes, dear one.
This process of purging and transmutation that we are going through as a collective, and the fact that we seem to transmute our multidimensional being and also parts of the collective, is that a necessity by design, or is it just the journey we wanted, or how does that work?
You are already, all of you, innately assisting the shift of the collective consciousness, because you are always attached to collective consciousness. When you are experiencing symptoms of this purge, of this releasement of programs that no longer serve you or the collective, if you can bring it down into your heart space and to feel it fully and to surrender into your heart center, this allows you to detach from that that system of connecting to fear in the collective consciousness, because that's the old operating system. The attachments to fear in the collective is attached to ego mind. So if you can bring it into the heart space, you have already moved to the new paradigm. So you'll be able to more effectively purge and move through these shifts more easier. Understand that some of you, the light workers and the way showers, you have chosen to take on certain specific tasks here because you are so powerful. And those of you who are sensitive may feel this actual connection, this purge, this assisting the collective on a physical level, on an energetical level. Understand that you are already doing so. It's just only some of you wanted to remember this process, to be able to feel this process within you, to allow it to remind you of how powerful you are, to allow it to remind you that you have a powerful purpose. And if you are experiencing this, bring into the heart space. Be grateful that you are so powerful for you to do this for the collective. Use compassion for all those emotions, because as you practice the compassion, you are sending that love to the collective, not only to yourself. And you are sending that compassion and that love connection to all your multidimensional lives. The bridge, the portal, the place of operating is the heart. And yes, we understand that because of the attachment, there is still some work in the ego mind, and it becomes triggered. The ego mind, which triggers the fear, which triggers that paradigm of duality. It's a transition. But once you're aware of it, bring it to the heart space. And just feel. Living from the heart space is feeling. When you can feel, you will receive the clarity, the answers, the guidance. It's feeling. Feeling is an energy. It is an action step in feeling the vibration of love that you are. For you to fully transmute these dimensions of you, the shadows that resides in fear, it is to feel the fear and transcend it to love. By bringing the fear into your heart center, you'll be able to understand the lessons here. You'll get the clarity on what it's showing you. And then you can be compassionate with the fear itself. Be compassionate with these programs that no longer serve you or the collective. Smother it in your love, in your compassion, and it will transform and unite you to who you truly are and to the collective, to oneness. This year has been a powerful shift for all of you. And these shifts are necessary. You chose to go through these shifts. Only the most advanced beings were born on the earth at this time for this very reason. So you can even use this from a point of gratitude that you were able to be here at this time, to be witness to the greatest evolution of humankind. Be compassionate with all others. Be compassionate with the process. That fear was a necessary part of the catalyzing process that allowed the human collective to remember who they are in oneness and love. Heart center. The love that you are is where all things transform into unity consciousness. T1.
Thank you.
It is with love that we come through today. Remember that you are love. Remember that you are one. Remember that you are divine. You are eternal. You are God. Practice seeing this God within you. If it's difficult for you to feel this, then feel it when you practice this. Put it into physical reality by speaking it. Speaking that you are love. Connect with who you are through the eyes. Connect with who you are through your heart center. It's about bringing the love that you are into physical reality. So to bring things into physical reality is to take physical action, physical vibrations. Dear one. Until next time, farewell.